What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I was doing my usual Nifty account battles, and no, this is not an official Nifty After Sound Nifty video, but there's been a massive change in Bronze. We've seen a ton of new accounts come online. And, I've kind of tapped out around like the 1600 range. I used to be kind of like in the 50-ish range for leaderboard. But if you take a look at where the leaderboard is at now, I'm 933 because we're just seeing all of these accounts at the top. And again, I don't want to judge an account by its username, right? But there's something interesting going on that I think is worth exploring. Now, I've only looked at the accounts that I've played against recently. You can look here at the last 4 battles. And again, there's my skill level, right? As a bronze player, I tap out around the 1600, 1500 range. So let me just take a look at these. So NHAN 807, let me view the cards that they have. Interesting. Only reward cards as cards that are playable. So again, of course, they have the entire starter card deck, but it is just the reward cards that they're using all one BCX. Okay, let's take a look at this. Lang Z 674, same deal. Something's starting to look a little fishy. All right. So that's what, 3 so far? Let's go one more. And there you have it. These are all the playable cards. Now, I haven't actually checked this, but I would be curious to know if we go to the leaderboard and see who is at the top of the leaderboard. Crystal May. Well, maybe this is actually, these seem like they could be real people. View cards. Okay, so yes, these are real people. But how low do we have to go on this leaderboard before we start to find some of those weird names? So you got the top 4 here that are part of guilds, and then we start getting into the Lang Z660. I mean, this is the number 6 on the leaderboard that has played. Wow, check this out. So top 5, we'll go ahead and say that they are real because you can say there's 263 battles, 127. But then right below all of these accounts starting at number 6, no guild, and 3,000 battles. I mean, you look down here, this account has played 4,600 battles. Another one, and I would guess, I mean, this is an NHAN, right? So these are all accounts that are just spamming the same cards. Now, what's interesting is, so I lost this game here to Enhan, right? And when you go to the results at the end, they got 1 RP. So, you need 300 just to get 1 chest in bronze. And I don't think they're playing 300 battles a day. I mean, maybe they could be for some of those accounts, but that's insane. That the returns on that are not ideal at all. So again, I'm just trying to figure out what is going on here, but I wanted to call attention to it because I'm a real player. I promised that I wasn't going to bot this account. I mean, I have no intention of botting the account. And so I wanted to play and get the actual new user experience. And it has definitely shifted over the past, we'll call it 3 or 4 days. Because before that, I was enjoying kind of playing around, trying to go for leaderboard. I get up into the 30-ish range sometimes, then drop back down to 50 and back and forth. And now it's just like, I mean, the ratings inflation is insane in bronze. And, I actually haven't checked this ahead of time, but I'm curious to see what does silver look like. Now, silver, I would expect there to be, it would probably be a little bit more difficult because these accounts don't have silver maxed decks at all. So they probably wouldn't be earning anything in silver. So silver, at least towards the top, if you're competitive in the top, 50 or 100, you're playing probably against real people. But bronze has become something else. Now, I was really excited about the fact that bronze was looking good, for a little time there. But, and again, let me be very clear. It's not that I'm not enjoying bronze. I mean, the meta is still interesting. And for the most part, I feel like I'm doing decently well as a human player. Yes, I'm losing to some bots and I'm losing to them when they're playing level 1 cards because that's just how I am. I make the wrong decisions sometimes and bots can really optimize their lineups for certain things. So, it is what it is. I'm not trying to be here. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that I'm the best player. But I feel like a 1500 rating for bronze isn't bad. And now we've just gotten ratings inflation all the way up into the, 2700s. So again, I don't know. I don't know what to think, but This isn't even an exploit of the Soulbound reward cards. This is just new bot accounts coming online using the old reward cards. I mean, those were the ones that were going for pennies. So each of these accounts, whether they were repurposed or created as new, probably not created as new because we would have seen a lot of new spellbook purchases and new account creations. It's an interesting thing, and I just wanted to point it out. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Is this going to ruin your experience as a player who's not playing in bronze? I don't know. I don't think so. Like I said, if I wasn't doing this nifty experiment or this nifty series, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. I would have seen the numbers going up overall, but now I think we know where all of those numbers are sitting. They're here in bronze, and this is kind of insane. So just wanted to share it with you. No real conclusions to draw yet in terms of like what this leads to or whether it's like, I don't want to say good or bad because that's too simple and it's too binary and it's too black and white. But I'm curious to know, what is the end game for this? What is the end game for these bots if they're not really going to be earning anything? Sure, you get a couple that might make it up into, and earn like 6,000 DEC every season, 2,000 DEC, but that's nothing. Like what are the returns on this? I'm just trying to better understand. Maybe at scale they're getting packs. Maybe at scale they're getting SPS. But ultimately, it just doesn't seem like there's much being earned here, even though the ratings are relatively high. But I'll try to do a little bit of a deeper dive. But just putting it out there, and maybe Tails or maybe somebody else who likes to dig into data can dig into the data for it. But just wanted to share it with you because it was a real experience I had as a real player playing the game and trying to just do my best in bronze against all these bot accounts that are just kicking my ass somehow. So that is all I have for you guys. I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.